My name is Margaret Hill. I'm 59 years old, and I live alone in my small house in Brighton. My husband passed away 8 years ago. I have only one son. His name is David. David went to Canada many years ago. Now he lives there with his wife and two children. He has a good life, a big house, a good job, and a happy family. But I live here alone. Every day I wake up early, I clean the house, I cook food for myself. In the evening, I sit quietly. Nobody comes to see me. David doesn't call much. Sometimes he sends me money. Sometimes he says, "Mother, I'll come soon." But he never comes. Still, I wait for him. I love him very much. He is my son. I keep his old photos in my room. I look at them every day. One day, someone knocked on my door. I opened it. It was David. I was shocked. I said, "David, you really came?" He smiled. He looked happy. I hugged him tightly, my eyes filled with tears. He came inside. I made tea for him. We sat and talked. I asked, "How is Emily? How are the children?" He said, "They are all fine." Then I asked, "Why did you come?" He said, "I missed you, Mother. You live here alone. I worry about you. I want to take you to Canada." I was quiet. He looked at me and said, "You're getting older. It's not safe here. You should come with me. You'll be happy there." I said slowly, "But this is my home. I was born here. I got married here. Your father lived here. I cannot leave this house." David looked serious. He said, "This house is very old. It's not good for you. In Canada, you'll have everything. You'll have your own room. You can see the children every day. Emily also wants you to come." That night, I sat alone and thought, what should I do? I didn't want to leave, but David was my only son. The next morning, David said, "Mother, we should sell this house. You don't need it anymore. You'll live with us. You can use the money for your new life." I looked at him. He smiled. I thought maybe he truly loved me. So I said, "Yes." I sold my house. David took all the money. I packed my bag. We went to the airport together. I was sad, but I was also happy. I thought, I will finally be with my son. At the airport, David said, "Mother, wait here. I'll bring a wheelchair. The way is too long. You can't walk that far. I'll be back in 5 minutes." I said, "Okay." I sat on a chair. 10 minutes passed. David didn't come. I thought maybe the line was long. I waited. 30 minutes passed. Still, he didn't come. I began to feel scared. I looked toward the big door again and again, but David was gone. 45 minutes passed. I was still sitting there. I looked at every face, but none was my son. I told myself, David cannot leave me. He is my son. An hour passed. My heart began to beat faster. Just then, a police officer noticed me. He walked over and said, "Ma'am, are you waiting for someone?" I said, "Yes, my son. He's bringing a wheelchair for me. We're going to Canada." The officer asked, "Do you have his photo?" I took out David's picture from my bag. I also showed my ticket. The officer nodded. He said, "Please wait here. I'll check inside." I thanked him and waited again. After a long time, the officer returned. His face was serious. He sat beside me and said softly, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. Your son has boarded the flight. He's gone. The plane has already taken off. He didn't take a wheelchair. He went alone." I froze. My heart stopped for a moment. I said, very slowly, "No, that's not true. My son David loves me. He said he would take me with him." The officer said, "I saw everything. He gave his passport and entered the plane alone." Tears filled my eyes. My heart shattered. I cried and cried. The officer's eyes also became wet. He said quietly, "Some people forget their hearts." I whispered, "My name is Margaret Hill." The officer said, "My name is Andrew Collins. I'm a police officer here. You remind me of my mother. She passed away 5 years ago. When I look at you, I remember her." Then he said, "Please come with me. You can't sit here. You'll get sick. Come to my house. My wife is kind. She'll cook for you." I said, "But I don't want to trouble you." He smiled and said, "It's not trouble. It's love. You are like a blessing to me." Andrew called his wife, Olivia. He said on the phone, "I found an old woman at the airport. She's all alone. Her son left her. Can she stay with us?" I could hear Olivia's voice. She said, "Yes, please bring her." That night, I stayed at Andrew's house. Olivia brought me food and spoke to me gently, like a daughter. I cried in my room. I missed David. I missed my house. But these strangers gave me love. The next morning, Andrew got a phone call. He went to another room and spoke in a low voice. Later, he came to me. I asked, "Is everything okay?" He smiled and said, "Yes, everything is fine." But I saw pain in his eyes. What I didn't know was this: the flight David took had crashed. There were no survivors. David was gone. But Andrew didn't tell me. He knew that I still loved my son. Even after what he did, I still prayed for him. I still hoped that one day he would come back. The days passed slowly. I stayed with Andrew and Olivia. Andrew took care of everything. He helped me visit the doctor. He bought my medicine. He treated me like his mother. His wife gave me love and respect. Their home became my home. Their family became my family. I prayed every day for David's soul, for the children he left behind, and for every mother who feels what I felt that day at the airport. One day, Andrew asked, "Do you ever think about going back to your old house?" I looked at him and said, "I already lost that house, but I found a new home here." David was gone, but I found the son I truly deserved. And for that, I am grateful.